Today on Karamo, 35 years ago,
I walked over to her. I said, I believe you may be my sister.
Audi believes she finally found her sister.
I had my daughter before I even knew about her, and they have the same name.
Really?
Get that.
But her cousin Reba
Do you think that Reba is worried that she'll lose Audi?
Yes.
believes Ceci is not really a part of their family.
She just popped up from nowhere, claiming to be my deceased uncle's.
Boy, Reba.
Is she right
But she's not my cousin.
or is she wrong?
And I'm praying that Reba's wrong.
I hope I'm right.
Did Audi really find her sister 35 years ago?
It's never been confirmed.
You've been waiting 35 years for this DNA truth.
Don't miss this DNA outcome unlocked.
35 years ago, Reba says a stranger came into her family's life claiming she had the same father as her cousin Audi, making them sisters. Reba has major doubts, and she is ready to speak on behalf of her deceased uncle Andrew. Take a look at what Reba had to say before the show.
So Ceci popped up in our family like 35 years ago, claiming to be my Uncle Andrew's daughter. And that would make her my cousin Audi's sister. So my Uncle Andrew was killed in his late 20s, I believe. So I'm here to speak for him, because he can't speak for himself. She is not my biological cousin at all. It does bother me that she's claiming to be Audi's sister and there's no proof. It bothers me a lot. What they should have done 35 years ago was got a DNA. I think she wants to know the black side of her family. Biologically, she's not my uncle's at all. I don't believe. I've never believed. Still don't believe. I'm grateful that we can get a DNA to prove who she is because, like, again, she's not my Uncle Andrew's daughter. I just don't believe it.
Listen, today we're going to solve this DNA mystery. So everyone, first help me welcome Audi to the show. Hear her side of the story. Audi, I have to first of all say thank you for being here. You look absolutely stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you look great. So has your cousin Reba always expressed doubts about Ceci?
Always.
Yes. And what has that done to you and the family?
It has actually put me in the middle. Our family has had issues as a result of it because my children believe that Ceci is my sister. Like you said, it's been 35 years.
Yes.
And at this point, I just feel like she is my sister. We've done everything together. We've done our holidays together. Our children were raised together. It's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Because 35 years of someone denying, like, you could be part of this family is going to affect more than one person. That's
Definitely.
decades of denial, of, like, confusion. So let's take this back. How did you find out about Ceci?
So years ago, I was in a lounge, and a distant relative came to me and told me I had a sister out of nowhere while we're at the lounge having a good time.
Yeah.
And I wasn't understanding what he meant, but I took heed. And I asked my mother, and I said, Mom, do you know of anyone that Daddy may have had a child with? And she said, there was this one girl. And when she said that, my heart dropped.
Yeah.
I just kind of knew. You know, I didn't know, but it made me feel like I knew.
Yeah.
You know, she said there was this one girl, and she spoke on her name, and she said it was Ceci's mother, and she said, if that's who it is, you should know. I said, well, I've seen the girl that he was referring to last week at a different place.
Yeah.
A little nightclub. And I went back there for 3 weeks looking for her.
Oh, wow.
After that.
Wow.
And I went to, it was 3 weeks, and I seen her there. And I was sitting at the bar, and I walked over to her, and I said, excuse me, never seen her before. Knew the girl she was with, because she's from the same area as me.
Yes.
We grew up in the same area, you know? So I walked over to her. I said, I believe you may be my sister. And she immediately got emotional and started crying. I said, well, wait. I said, what is your mother's name? And because my mother had told me what her
What that
mother's
woman's name would be,
Yeah, and she didn't give me that name. So I said, wait, no, that's okay. My fault. Different.
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got y'all worked up for nothing.
Yeah.
But when I walked away, she said, "Oh, my biological father," because I'm adopted. And when I said yes, she told me the name of her mother. So I said, "Yeah, you may possibly be my sister."
So why do you think your cousin doubts her?
Well, Ceci just came out of nowhere. We never knew her. We never heard about her. No family ever mentioned her. Says Reba doesn't believe she looks like any of us. She doesn't believe her children look like any of us. She's just been very adamant about it. I mean, you've seen the
Yeah, the tape. Yeah,
the
yeah.
tape. She is not playing. She's
Okay.
serious, and she will tell you.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, it becomes a little disrespectful. You know, and I feel sorry for my sister because, you know, she'll say it right in front of her. You know, she don't have no mercy.
Yeah. No filter, because
It's none.
she's staying true to her conviction. She says you're not
Definitely.
in the family.
That's right.
How did you feel when you found out about her?
Initially, I had mixed emotions because I'm my only father's daughter.
Yes.
And so I get a lot of love from that side of the family because what he has left.
Yeah.
Because he was killed when I was 3. And I was happy to have a sister, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm going to have to share her
Yeah. You're like,
with my family,
Yeah.
with my uncles and my aunt, you
Yeah.
know, my cousins.
did you have any doubts ever?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have doubts. I mean, I believe that she's my sister, but at the same time, it's not, it's never been confirmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, all this long time, it's never been confirmed.
35 years. It makes
Long
sense.
time.
Because it's one thing that you try to accept her.
Yes.
Which shows the woman and the character you have.
Yes.
But then it's like, no one, and you were younger at this point, so no adult in that age was there to confirm. No one
That's
was giving you
right.
the test. So it's like, of course, there's always going to be a lingering doubt.
That's right.
And so you two have a good relationship now. I heard you say
Oh,
your
yeah.
kids were raised
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
So you talk.
We've been on trips, family events. We have a family breakfast for Christmas honoring my grandmother,
Yeah.
my father's mother. And her and her children are at that. I mean, everything we do, we include her.
What will you do if she's not your biological sister?
Did Audi really find her sister 35 years ago?
I had my daughter before I even knew about her, and they have the same name.
Really?
Get that.
Audi's cousin Reba doesn't think so.
And I'm praying that Reba's wrong.
This DNA mystery will be solved today. Stay tuned.
"35 years ago, Reba says a stranger came into her family's life, claiming she had the same father as her cousin Audi, making them sisters. Reba has major doubts, and she is ready to speak on behalf of her deceased uncle Andrew. Did you have any doubts ever?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have doubts. I believe that she's my sister, but at the same time, it's never been confirmed.
What will you do if she's not your biological sister?
I won't do anything. I'll continue to love her and keep her close to my heart. Love on her children.
Yeah.
Nothing, you know, my children have indicated nothing will change
Yeah.
as a result of that. And I hope she feels the same way.
Yeah, makes sense to me, because
Yeah.
35 years of a bond build, if she's not your sister, at least you built a 35-year friendship.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay, well, I think it's time to meet your potential sister, Ceci. So
Yeah.
everyone, please welcome Ceci to the show. Hi, Ceci.
Can I get a hug?
Of course you can.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Nice to meet
I
you.
love
You
the
look
person
beautiful.
you are. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. So what made you want to find your biological family?
In the beginning, I had no desire at all.
Yes.
Got pregnant. My parents took me to Catholic Social Services. where they adopted me to do counseling to give my child up for adoption or move out.
Oh, wow.
And I just couldn't do it. So I moved out before she was born. When she was born, it's like now I have this biological relative.
Yeah.
And it brought up all these feelings. So I went back to counseling. And part of the counseling, she thought it'd be a good idea to read through the records and give me non-identifying information, except at one point, she said the father's full name.
Oh.
And I let her keep talking so she wouldn't confuse me.
Yeah, I know how that go.
And at the end, she put out a phone book and was like, well, there's a couple. And I said, what? And I said his name. And she looked at me and just like went pale. And how'd you know that? And you said it.
Yeah, you said it.
She gave me a list of do's and don'ts. And after that, it became a real person. And the search started.
Yeah. How did they react when you met him?
Well, like Audi said, you know, unfortunately, he was killed in '69. So she was the first family member I met.
Yeah.
When she came up to me in the establishment, I remember it as her introducing herself to me and then asking, so you're saying my father's your father? And then I freaked out. I'm like, she about to beat my ass. I'm about to get swept all over the dance floor by this woman. And she said, I have one question, who's your mother? And I gave her my mom's name that raised me, because that's my mom regardless. And that's, oh, you're talking about my biological mother. And when I said that, she said, oh my God, you're my sister. That's how.
And what was it like for you? Because then y'all started to develop a bond. So what did that feel like for you? Because now you know somebody who's accepting you. You don't have clear answers. This is your sister, but she's accepting you.
It felt really great at that point in my family that I was raised with. The people I was closest to had died.
I'm sorry.
My older sister.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who was my parents' only biological child. I was very close to, and at 23, she died of brain cancer. I was 15 going on 16. And we ended up raising her children even though she was married. So that was part of the reason when I popped up pregnant, it was like, no.
Yeah, got it.
I'm sorry.
No, it makes sense. I was asking you how was it like for her to accept you and have your sister. It makes sense because you lost somebody.
It was nice because my younger sister is also adopted, and through the same agency. We're not blood related, and has no understanding of why you'd want to, and we've always been like oil and water.
When it comes to.
And so with Audi, we had so many things in common. We roller skated, we bowled, we were on bowling leagues, we played softball. Our kids were the same age. And then I had my daughter 2.5 years before I even knew about her, and they have the same name.
Really?
Get that.
She's praying Audi is her sister.
You've been waiting 35 years for this DNA truth.
But Reba believes it's not true.
Do you think that Reba is worried that she'll lose Audi?
Yes.
And she's about to explain the shocking reason why.
You are the Five. Get off my stage.
Well, I think it's time to meet your potential sister, Ceci.
When she came up to me asking, so you're saying my father's your father? And then I freaked out. I'm like, she about to beat my ass. We had so many things in common. We roller skated, we were on bowling leagues, we played softball. Our kids were the same age. And then I had my daughter 2.5 years before I even knew about her, and they have the same name.
Really?
Get that.
What?
And
That's
Yes.
amazing.
And that's something.
Yeah,
My
that is
oldest
something.
has the same name.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So what is your relationship like now with Reba? Because I saw the video.
I feel like, now Reba says she doesn't understand, but I feel like it's a love-hate relationship because there are times where, you know, that's my cousin. I know she has my back. And then there are other times where she'll really get on her bandwagon about, you're not Andrew's, you're not my cousin.
But that has
But
to
she
feel...
has been, she's been adamant from the beginning. So it's
Yeah.
So she- 'cause she's
35
always
years.
doubted you,
Yeah,
35 years.
right.
She has.
Nothing has changed. She's been consistent the whole
But also, it
35
also has to be a little
years.
hurtful when
It
it's like
is
you then
hurtful.
accept me for one moment. I'm your cousin. I got your back, and then the next minute it's like, no, let me go back to this narrative. You're not in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Puts us
that
in the
does
middle.
hurt.
Puts me in the middle.
puts you in the middle.
And
can
then I
imagine.
feel bad for her because I don't want her feeling like she's got to choose, or maybe there's an occasion where there might be tension, you know,
And you don't know
and
if
it's
you're
not
gonna...
her fault.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm very sorry you're dealing with this.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her so much. I love Reba too. I just pray.
I gotta ask you, and this
Yeah,
is...
I love Reba. She's stayed with me before. I've
Yeah.
helped her out with some stuff over the years,
Mm-hmm.
and you know,
Do you think that Reba is worried that she'll lose Audi?
yes.
Reba can be. Reba's difficult. Let me just say that. And she knows that. And she is the reason we are here. But she has no, it doesn't seem like she has any empathy or any compassion for what we're dealing with here. This has been 35 years, 36 years, you know? And she constantly says the same thing, but what about the time that we have grown together?
been together.
That we have been together. You know, our children are together.
Yeah, makes
Our
sense.
grandchildren are together now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grandchildren,
I
yeah.
mean, and it's like she still is on, no, he's
Especially
not.
our well, she has 5, I have 3, but our middle two, they're 10 months apart. They grew up together, went to church together, went to junior high together, and now he has a son and she has a daughter, and they look just alike,
so
and
they're
they
going
went
up.
to that same middle school,
it.
and it was like reliving it
Yeah.
all over again.
Yeah.
I did try in 2001, 02, sent for a paternity test, but it wouldn't have been considered legal because you do it at home. And when I got it, Audi sort of freaked out, well, what if we're not? And so I just left
backed
it
up, yeah.
alone. But to have it legal and so that nobody can challenge it, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you came here
And
then.
when you
Thank
a
you.
Yes,
girl-
of course. I'm
Thank
glad we
you.
did.
Yes.
That's how we do this. A lot
Yes.
of people don't understand that the price of these tests are expensive, and so like for me, it's so important to be able to give someone this truth, and also
Yes.
provide this where you don't have to come out of pocket because it costs a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I got to be honest with you, and I got to ask you a real question: how will you feel if you find out that Andrew is not your father?
Reba is about to join the conversation.
She should have known that wasn't her dad.
Is she right
But she's not my cousin.
or is she wrong?
And I'm praying that Reba's wrong.
Don't miss this DNA Outcome Unlocked.
What is your relationship like now with Reba?
Now, Reba says she doesn't understand, but I feel like it's a love-hate relationship.
I mean, she has no, it doesn't seem like she has any empathy or any compassion for what we're dealing with here.
So I gotta be honest with you, and I gotta ask you a real question. How will you feel if you find out that Andrew is not your father?
You know, I've tried to think about that, Karamo. A part of me feels like since when I found the family, he had been deceased. When I found my biological mother's side of the family, she also had been deceased, and I feel like this will be another deceased because there's no other leads. I was adopted in 65.
Yeah.
You know, Martin Luther King, the civil rights stuff was still going on. This
Yeah.
was a biracial child. You know, they
Yeah.
didn't care about the fathers. They didn't keep records on the fathers. So he's the only one, because I have all the records since both of them are deceased. He's the only one, so this will be it either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to know the truth.
Either way.
Yes, yes.
Okay
Me
then.
as
Well,
well.
I think before we get this DNA truth, we got one person to meet, which
Yes.
is your cousin Reba.
Bring her out.
Yes.
You talking about bring her out? All right, Reba, let's meet Reba. Reba, come on out.
Yes.
Hey, Reba, nice
How
to
are
meet
you?
you.
Can I have a hug?
Yes, of course you can.
You look like you smell good.
Okay.
You
Do I?
fine. You
Do
are
I?
fine.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're beautiful as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I love you, girl.
I love you too. I love you.
I love you too.
She's not my cousin. She just popped up from nowhere, claiming to be my deceased uncle's.
Boy, Reba.
Reba says Ceci is not really Audie's sister.
And I'm praying that Reba's wrong.
I hope I'm right.
Is she right or is she wrong?
You ready?
I'm ready.
The DNA outcome is about to be unlocked.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Part of me feels like since when I found the family, he had been deceased. When I found my biological mother's side of the family, she also had been deceased, and I feel like this will be another deceased because there's no other lead. This will be it either way.
Yeah.
And I just want to know the truth.
Either way.
Yes, yes.
Well, I think before we get this DNA truth, we got one person to meet, which
Yes.
is your cousin Reba.
I love you, girl.
I love you too. I love you.
I love you too.
She's not my cousin.
She didn't even waste no time.
She's not. I love Ceci. She's been in the family forever, but she's not my cousin.
Why are you so adamant about this?
She just popped up from nowhere, you know, from nowhere. Now here she comes, claiming to be my deceased uncle's.
Boy, Reba. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
I'm not even trying to hurt her feelings. I love her. Nothing's gonna change as far as us. I love her, but she's not my cousin.
Why, after all this time, do you want her to take this DNA test?
I've wanted it from the beginning.
Yes, she
But
has.
nobody ever, they took my Aunt Peggy's words. She could be Jackie. She could be Andrews if her mother's name was Jackie. My family took that and ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
said,
true.
that's Andrew's daughter.
Yeah.
Well, my uncle's not here. He can't speak. So I'm his mouthpiece. I don't want nobody lying on my uncle. She's not my uncle's. And I love her.
And that's
Yeah.
my daddy. And I feel like Reba probably is trying to protect me too, a little bit.
Yes, that's
Yes.
my cousin. She's
We're
only
very close.
one.
Yeah, you
We
guys
were
are like
raised together.
sisters.
Yeah.
We were raised
Yeah.
together.
Y'all raised like sisters.
Oh, we
Yes.
call each other sister cousin.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Did you, and so you had a close relationship with your uncle as well?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
I love my Uncle Andrew. Yes.
Yeah, got it. And so for you, what do you want to happen today?
I want to find out the truth. I've been saying it from day one. She's
But
not
what do
my
you hope
cousin.
that truth will be?
I hope I'm right. Is what I hope. If Ceci is, nothing's gonna change. She's been in the family for 30, 35 years. I'm not gonna like hate her or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, how can you not love somebody that's been in your family?
Well,
that
can I ask you a
long?
question, Reba?
right.
Why
Yes.
wouldn't you want the answer to be that she is your cousin? If you say you love her and you're with her,
Well, then okay. The answer could be whatever
You
it
just
is,
want the
it
truth to
is.
come
I
out.
just want the truth.
Got it,
I
got
want
it.
to know.
I understand.
I don't
that.
believe it. I want to know.
When you hear this, how do you feel about that? You're just used
I
to
mean,
it.
Breaks your heart.
I wouldn't go that far because I've heard it for the last 35 years.
I've never changed.
Yeah.
She has been
Never changed.
consistent all the way through, you know. And there was a time where it was driving me crazy. There was a time where I was trying to figure out why was it so important to her. And then it was like, okay, well, what about me? You know,
Yeah.
I feel I am, you know, and she has the right to her feelings. And
Yeah.
I think just my process with finding them 35 years ago, and then it's only been in the last 6, 7 years I found my biological mother side of the family. I think it's just time to put it to bed for me. I
Yeah.
want to know the truth, regardless how she feels, regardless how Audi feels. I want to know the truth. They know who their parents are.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm from.
Let me tell you something. Ceci says she found us because of Catholic social service or something like that. She said the lady left a file on the desk. She read Andrew, but my uncle didn't have no middle name. So as soon as she seen that middle name, she should have
I
known.
never saw that. You have
But
that
you said that.
misunderstood.
You said,
The therapist read his name to me.
but I thought you said you
I have the papers
accidentally
now.
seen it. I
No.
thought you accidentally seen it and you seen Andrew. Like, my uncle don't have no middle name, so she should have known that wasn't her dad.
Well, I'll tell you
It's
this.
a lot of things,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You've been waiting 35 years
Yes.
for this DNA truth.
Yes.
And I think it's time for you
Yes.
to find out your
Yes.
identity and who you are.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Ceci, as I always tell people, this is not my truth to open. This is only your truth. Yeah.
Ooh,
What are you thinking right now?
this has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Ceci, don't cry. Please don't cry.
This has been a long
Thank
time
you.
coming, and
You're very welcome.
you know it's hard to say what you'll do. You say, you know, I hope if a situation happens, I would behave like that, but I really don't know until we open this envelope.
Yeah.
And I'm praying that Reba's wrong.
Yeah.
I hope I am wrong, but I don't believe it.
Oh,
I don't
You
believe
ready?
I'm ready.
Will Ceci find out she is a part of this family, or has Reba been right all along? Don't go away. The answer is on lock next.
I love Ceci, but she's not my cousin.
Why are you so adamant about this?
She just popped up from nowhere. Now here she comes, claiming to be my deceased uncle's.
Boy, Reba. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
I'm not even trying to hurt her feelings. I love her. Nothing's gonna change as far as us. I love her, but she's not my cousin.
You've been waiting 35 years
Yes.
for this DNA truth.
Yes.
And I think it's time for you to find out. But this is not my truth to open. This is only your truth.
I hope I am wrong, but I don't believe it. I'm ready.
Audi is.
I love
too much in
so
common.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
I love you.
Look at here.
Oh my God, I'm
I
so
asked Karamo,
sorry.
did he see this on my neck?
You got the same thing on yours as well? Okay.
I am so
It's sisterly love.
Sisterly love.
Because that's
I'm
what
so
we call
sorry.
each other.
I'm so sorry.
I love you.
I'm sorry.
I love you.
I'm so sorry.
You did what you thought you had to do.
Thank you, Lord.
You're
Thank
the
you,
protector of the family.
Right, thank you,
She
Lord.
really is the protector of the family.
Yes,
she
she's the
has to do
protector.
what she had to
She
do.
is.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She's one of the oldest cousins.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry.
Yeah.
So
I
she
won't
runs
treat you
I will
bad
tell you this.
ever. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
You are forgiven. It's okay, Reba. I forgive you.
Sorry.
I forgive you.
There's so much love in this
I love
family.
you.
There's so much love in this family, and Ceci, I'm so happy for you.
I am happy
Like,
for you.
I have to
to
tell you,
you.
when this was happening, I literally was in my mind praying, like, please, God, this woman deserves the proper answer. And so to see you open that, because I don't know the results for it, I was like, please don't let this be nothing.
But
Thank
you know what,
God.
had it gone the other way,
Wow.
I've never wanted to be on no talk show. For any reason.
Yeah.
And but she's put her heart and soul into calling over the years.
Yeah.
I
And
have.
like I said,
I
this
have.
got to a point I want to know the truth.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I'm
if I had to
so
do it,
sorry.
I'm so grateful it was with you because I know your background. And I know you wouldn't let us leave your stuff. And I appreciate you for
I
that.
appreciate you.
I
I appreciate y'all
appreciate
trusting
you
y'all story.
for that.
So how do y'all
Thank
feel?
you.
This is really your sister now. There's not a
I
doubt.
know.
You already treat each other as
I
sisters.
You
know.
holding
35
us up
years.
from the party.
Okay.
Oh
you
my
so
God,
much.
I keep reading it like,
Oh my God.
Honestly, I gotta tell you, you are the reason I have a show because being able to bring families together is what this show's about, and I'm so thankful.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so I'm so thankful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you
Oh, thank you.
so very
I
much.
appreciate you because for you to switch immediately and say I'm sorry, the growth and the love that y'all have as a family. I mean, your father has to be smiling down of the girls that he has in
yeah.
front of him. I know
Oh,
he
yeah.
is. I know he is
We're going
because
to
y'all are
visit him.
beautiful.
yes, we are.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, listen, thank you so much. Congratulations again. I'm so happy for y'all. And when y'all have y'all celebration, let me know so I can come
Thank
party
you.
with y'all, okay?
Thank
Yeah, I'll come down with y'all.
Yes.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. Seriously.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you
We've
very,
been
very
waiting
much.
Forever. for
Yes.
this. So I really, really appreciate you, and thank you for everything
Of
you've done
course,
for
you're
us.
so welcome. All right, everyone, stay with us, friends. We'll be right back with more. Don't go away. So anybody in my audience got a question for me?
And don't miss how one question from our audience
The minute she ever shows disrespect, you gotta shut it down.
will affect this family forever.
All right, a lot of y'all have questions for me, so I'm gonna take it to the comments and we're gonna do something that I like to call Q&K. So anybody in my audience got a question for me?
Hey, Karamo.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm Mariah. This is Messiah. We're sisters.
Y'all are beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I have I want your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if your dad's girlfriend or whatever the case doesn't want you around him or doesn't like when he's spending time with you or, yeah, that's my dad.
Dad, you might as well. Your daughters are here.
So.
To be very honest with you, my solution is going to be, it really means nothing about the girlfriend. It's all about your dad. And so since dad is here, the question is that if your girls feel uncomfortable about comments that your girlfriend is making, what are you doing about it?
This right here is serious, Karamo.
Okay, so what's going on? So you have a girlfriend,
Yes.
and she doesn't like you to spend time with your daughters?
And it's not really that. It's,
Okay.
First, it starts off with their mother. The reason why I'm not with their mother.
Okay.
I've been with their mother 20 years. So all the things that I done been through with her tore me down, tore me apart. Now they got me ready to cry up here. made me move on.
Yeah.
You understand? So since it made me move on, I moved on to find, I guess, sanity.
Okay.
She pushed me away to find love somewhere else.
Got it.
Pushed me on to make me feel like somebody cared.
And I gotta tell you, I'm happy that you have found that for yourself, because I believe that for you as a man, you deserve to find someone who's gonna love you and value you. But at the same rate, as you found the love for yourself, it should never diminish the love that your daughters feel, or that your daughters ever feel like someone is getting in between you and their relationship. And so as much as I respect and I appreciate you finding that, your daughters are saying that the woman you're with makes them feel as if they're not welcomed. So for you, though you have that love, what do you say to her when your daughters tell you this?
I tell her all the time, like, they're my daughters. But a long story short, my daughters looked at this person as they don't want me with her because I've been so long, all they know is their mother.
You shaking your head, tell me.
No.
What's your thoughts?
That's wrong. The disrespect that his girlfriend brung upon from the beginning. You feel me?
This is a simple, my producer's saying mom's in the audience too. Mom, everybody, listen, everybody, let me tell y'all how messy my family in the audience is. Everybody's talking about, this the mama right here, this the mama. Look, you see all that, why y'all? Hey, Mom. See, this is what we do here. Families come and we solve their family issues. So, Mom, what's going on here?
It's a lot going on. However, that's my kid's father. I have 4 kids by this man. My oldest is 21. At the end of the day, we've been together for a long time. When what happened between me and him, it happened, it happened. My kids didn't, his girlfriend didn't respect them. She didn't respect me. And by that, my kids didn't respect her. But again, it starts with their father. He's the only one that can fix it and make them feel like they felt before.
I'm asking you a question. Are you happy that he's found somebody?
I mean, I'm happy for him. If he's doing what he want to do, that's fine. However, me and him not together. But if she showed respect and, you know, she was mature, then I would say, okay, that's fine. You know, we can all get along. I try to get along. I try. My kids tell you, I try all the time. But again, her disrespect, and by she be disrespectful, he allows it, and that's where everything breaks down at.
I get it. I'm gonna tell you this. The thing that I realized is that there's communication and language that needs to change on both parts. Dad, for you, the way that you communicate with your lady and with your daughters has to change. Because what happens is that everyone's looking for you to dictate how this is going. So if you don't communicate with your daughters and say, listen, I'm dating this person, this is who I am, it might last, it might not, then of course they're gonna be like, well, I don't know who this chick is. And then they're also picking that energy up from mom a little bit. Because as much as you say, yes, I'm here, I'm gonna be respectful, mom, there is still a strong influence on how your daughters look at you and see how they react.
I agree. I agree.
And that's why I asked you, are you happy for him being in this relationship? Then I'm gonna say to you, Dad, you gotta make sure that you're communicating to them, this is who I'm with. But then this third party, the minute she ever shows disrespect, you gotta shut it down. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up losing the respect, not only of your daughters, but of a woman you're potentially growing with. And I don't want you to lose that, because I do believe you deserve your happiness. What I appreciate is how y'all communicated right here. I mean, everybody came and was able to hear each other and was able to listen. That what this is that y'all already, I can see as a family, y'all have the safe space for that to happen. You just gotta practice it more. I mean, y'all, even though y'all had 20 years that turned out not to be the best, y'all are doing a pretty good job. For y'all to be sitting in my audience together as a family, for the daughters to be here, to respect both of y'all enough, I give y'all respect. Seriously, I gotta give y'all respect on that. Because some families couldn't even do this. Dad, you gotta take a lead in one way, and Mom, you gotta take the lead in the other way. So next time, another woman, if this woman comes in, this woman has to be checked by you, Dad. So there's nothing that these three can do. This woman has to be told by you. There can be no disrespect. These are teen girls. Yes, they're gonna have to learn, and you're gonna have to be clear with them. Don't be disrespectful. Mom's gonna have to be clear as well. Because I can show Mom has taught them, like, if somebody steps to you, you step back. I got it. So that's what Mom's taught them. But in this moment right now, Mom, you're gonna have to say, listen, you gotta cut the mouth on this. If this is Dad respects, we gotta respect it. But she also has to lead that way. And that's gonna come from you, Dad, all right? But going forward, if this woman doesn't last, whoever you get with, you gotta involve your daughters from the beginning. and say, listen, this is who I'm talking to. These are grown women with smart minds, all right? And if you want them to feel like they're respected and they have a place in your life, you got to include them and not wait to the end, all right? And then vice versa for you, Mom. You got to let them know we happy no matter what. So even if the woman come in and we don't really like her, it don't matter. We happy for Dad. And that's how the communication has to change, all right? I wish y'all the best of luck. All right, everyone, thank you for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and we can keep growing. I love you all.